Welcome back to Pop Culture Iconography. As always, I'm Connor Kelly, and I'm here with my co-host,
Ava Fall.
And today we would like to welcome back Syrena Yelmgren for this week of pop culture, of movies, of things that are... This is a film episode.
Yeah.
And then we would also like to welcome our very own producer of the podcast,
Belem.
Belem. So just some programming reminders before we start. Follow the pod and turn on post notifications on Spotify, on YouTube. You can find us in both places at Pop Culture Iconography. Listen to Denver Links Radio on Live 365. Look out for new articles on the Medium and the Substack. There might be some coming still, even though we're at the end of the semester.
There are, in fact. We got a couple coming out, so check it out.
Sky Morso is playing Bar 404 on May 14th to celebrate the release of her EP.
Yay! And also, if you're really bored next year in the mornings on Monday, Wednesdays, Lark is holding auditions on May 14th also from 2 to 3:30. Or if you want to just say hi to me for some weird reason,
I would say hi
I'll
to you.
be in Arts 282 pretending that I'm Mr. Shoe.
Right.
Great. So what we're going to do first today is we're going in chronological order from last episode of things that have happened. Oh. So first, Syrena, Belem, and I went to see the Michael Jackson biopic titled Michael on, was it Friday?
Tuesday.
Oh, it was that long ago.
Actually,
yeah, we went directly after recording.
We did, in fact.
We did. Oh. Okay, so we're going to start with Michael.
Right. Thanks, Ava. That was helpful. I don't know. I mean, just initially, I didn't love it. I will say. I'm not the Michael Jackson person.
I don't know if any of us loved it.
But yeah, I thought that it was weak when it came to story. Visually, it looked good, but I just feel like content-wise, it was
very flashy. It was very shiny, spectacle.
Yeah, CGI monkey was not my fave.
The second...
The what?
This is the second biopic involving a pop star that is also involving a CGI monkey in the past year.
No.
Yeah.
And that feels not right.
That was not in the past year.
That was last year. Robbie Williams was last year.
Not calendar year.
Yeah, I was going to say calendar year?
But
no. Sorry, I blocked Scary Monkey CGI out of my head.
Well, I didn't. But Belem, you're like the Michael Jackson girl.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts?
I mean, there's like a lot to think about from production standpoint all the way to like the actual screening of the movie. If you don't know, it was produced by the Jackson estate, so all of his family, excluding...
Yes, all of his siblings, I think except Janet, were listed as producers.
Yeah, excluding Janet Jackson and his daughter, Paris Jackson.
Yes.
They were actually very vocal about how they did not like this movie being made. They thought it was erasing a lot of Michael history. They thought it was glossing over a lot of things, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that the Jackson family has a lot of nerve, because if you know anything about Michael Jackson history, lore, what have you, his family were terrible to him. They don't really discuss that in the movie. They do discuss a little bit of the abuse from his father, growing up, but they don't really touch on the fact that Michael was kind of the only one that was being abused by his father.
Well, that to me is the deepest part of the movie.
Yeah. And they didn't even show that much.
And they really didn't.
Oh, his dad hit him, but he still loves him. Okay, what?
It was the movie felt very surface level.
Yeah, absolutely.
It felt like, I think that the movie was effective in doing what it set out to do, which was paint. Well, honestly, listen, honestly, yes.
Jackson Estate propaganda.
They wanted to portray Michael Jackson in a certain way.
As a kid.
And they did that. And as a piece of entertainment, maybe it's very mildly effective.
No.
The goal of the Jackson Estate was certainly reached with this movie, but also as a piece of like information, it was very ineffective.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I was very excited about it because I use biopics as like a biography, as a learning tool.
Which you can't.
Because well,
With
you
all
can't
of
with
it.
this one.
That's
thing that you could
Yeah,
possibly
well,
horrible choice to make. Wow.
But okay, but I do that because my parents aren't. They have never been into like the culture of like even like the
Okay.
artists that they
Yeah,
listen,
I
that they
guess.
like
Yeah.
and whatever. So I'm familiar with a lot of the songs of like these people that are getting biopics, like Queen and like Bob Dylan and Michael Jackson. But I don't know the story of the artists because it's just not something that like my parents care about.
They should.
So
I think they should be factual because I have the same experience.
Yes, they should be.
I don't have to research them separately aside from the movie because I want to
Yeah.
be able to take the movie for fact. And
Because
they never
I did
are.
do a lot of research after the movie
Everything
because
is
it was
propaganda.
missing so much.
Yeah.
Like when I want to do a little like musical history deep dive, I go to like Gianna and her mom because they love the lore of these artists
Yes.
of the 60s, 70s,
Yes.
80s, so on.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to this because I really was like, I don't know how much of the story of Michael Jackson I am familiar with. And I am even less familiar with it now
Right.
after watching the movie because it's not a good informative piece of media.
Yeah.
It is just a piece of propaganda about Michael Jackson. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think adding on to that, I think it's a bit propaganda for Joe Jackson as well. I know a lot
Yes.
of people might are kind of on the fence of that just because they're like, but he's portrayed as a bad father. But I think that
He could have been portrayed much worse.
Yeah.
He
whatever.
could have been way
if
worse.
You watched that Michael movie and you were like, wow, Joe Jackson is just a terrible father. Just know it was 100 times worse in person. And it's like one of those things, again, perspective. Like, obviously, at the end of the day, Joe Jackson is part of the Jackson family. They're going to try and protect his image as much as possible.
Yep.
Which is why, once again, people like Janet Jackson, Paris Jackson were like, screw this movie. Absolutely screw this movie. And, yeah, there's just a lot of, sugarcoating. There's a whole lot of that is unexplained. I know that you didn't
there was a big part that they left unexplained, and that was, a lot of the stuff with Paul McCartney. I knew that there was
so
beef.
That was-
good.
I know
They
that
didn't talk
there's
about that at all.
beef.
Do you not know about it?
So I called Gianna and her mom
Right.
and
No, I
and
took
asked them about it because I
Storm's
didn't know.
Beatles class. They talk
Um,
all about it.
Yeah, so there because
I
that
refuse
song
to take that class.
that song is on Thriller, and they covered Thriller in the movie,
Yeah.
and it's just not presented. That issue is not presented. So.
I mean, just in general, the business wasn't presented. Because
Yeah.
at the start, I think that, who was the first thing they say? Epic? What's the first?
No, they started
they
with
sent to
Motown.
Motown, and then they say they have a mention of Epic, and then all of a sudden
then
it's
it's
CBS.
CBS.
But they don't explain anything about the transition from
None
one to
of
the
it.
other.
Yeah.
They don't explain any of the nuances of the business, which it's he was so important.
But
in
that's
pop
the part
music.
I liked about the Elvis movie is that it goes a little bit more into the business. It talks about him going from son to it does all of that.
I
This-
feel
this
like in a
doesn't do
music
that.
movie, especially where you're talking about somebody's entire career, hey, I don't want to just see a performance clip. I want to see
Yeah.
why X, Y, Z. happened.
Incredibly long performance clips, might I add.
I mean, they were shot beautifully.
They
but-
were,
They
yeah,
were.
They were low-key the best part of the movie.
Yeah, I
but-
would agree.
Yes. And I would have rather it be a 3-hour movie with no performances, but very accurate story
Agreed.
than
a lot
what
of
we got.
lore, Yeah.
I
Yeah.
fear that's never happening.
No, it never will. But that is just I would have preferred that.
I agree.
I also thought that I listened to the Big Picture podcast episode with Sean Fennessy and Amanda Dobbins about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that Sean had pointed out that I actually didn't pick up on until he said it was that Michael Jackson was an angry person. And he puts it in the songs. Billie Jean is not a nice song. That's an angry song. There's 3 songs on the 1991 album. What is it called? Dangerous? It's called Dangerous. There's 3 songs, Privacy, Jam, and, oh no, there's those 2. Those ones are really angry songs. And the last song on Bad, called Leave Me Alone, is also, he was an angry person.
Well,
And he is only ever portrayed in the movie as, like, shy and afraid.
Yeah, and I agree. Even, like, if you see clips of him in interviews, he has a personality. The
Yes.
clip where he's talking about hating touring.
Yes.
Hey, you see personality there. I
Yep.
didn't see personality at a single point in this film.
No.
And that's what I hated.
Very,
It was very,
very
like,
shallow.
childlike. Like,
Yes.
oh, I'm like this person. I'm so perfect. Hey, you can be a human being still. Even if you're portraying somebody in that light, I want to see that they're a human being, and I did not see that.
And what we talked about when we were walking back was that it was borderline uncomfortable the way that they painted him as childlike.
Yeah.
Because there's a very there is a humongous elephant in the room
Yep.
that doesn't get addressed or mentioned. But I feel like you can't. Now listen, maybe Michael Jackson was more of just like a childlike person than like an average adult. Maybe that is true.
Yeah.
However, knowing what we know, you can't.
Knowing what you have to
you
touch
can't
on the second part of Michael Jackson 2, that's kind of crazy.
You just can't put that on screen and not address anything.
But that was intentional. But
I
it just
know
didn't
that
read
it was,
well.
and it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't read well.
I
it
know what
doesn't
they were
work.
trying to do with that. It just
And you
did
failed
not work.
massively.
Yeah. Hey, I don't need you to put a giant Mickey Mouse on the screen to make me like.
Yeah, it was.
Like, we know it, we understand it. I really hated the whole, like, he's reading Peter Pan every 5 minutes.
Oh, that shit.
Oh,
Like,
and
off.
with the still shot on the page of Neverland that lasted for
like,
just a little bit too long.
Just so that the
Just
audience
enough so everyone
knows.
knows.
As he's reading to like rats and monkeys and
and a giraffe.
and a giraffe and a
There's
llama.
a giraffe involved. Yep.
Louis
There's a
the
snake
llama.
involved.
As someone that didn't see this movie and doesn't
You're
know
like,
much about
what is
Michael,
going
I'm
on?
like,
Don't say
is this Euphoria?
no.
Yeah, might as well have
It's worse.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah.
there is a second movie coming
There's
about.
Yes.
Yeah,
Part
no,
2.
they greenlit the part 2 already, and it's supposed to cover after Bad. Hold on, because the first movie ends right as Bad is released. In Thriller was 82, Bad was 85.
Which I think is so weird, because I think Bad was just as monumental to document as
Yeah,
Thriller.
truly, and I think that it's going to be weird to. If part 2 is anything like part 1, what is this? What is it even going to be about?
Yeah. who knows?
Truly, like what will it be about?
It's literally just allegations.
I don't think they're really going to cover it like that.
They're
but
not.
but let me
Yeah,
say what was
please.
my problem with how they announced, because they made it very obvious that there was a second,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they did it by just on the screen. It looked like an ad. It was so awful.
Oh,
but it said,
no.
and his story continues.
Oh.
Hey, he's dead. Say continued. Make it past tense. Continue. I don't know.
Yeah.
That wording and
And it
just
was
looked
funny
so
because
bad.
so Gianna saw the movie before me, and she told me that they like leave it up for a sequel, and my immediate thought was that like, oh, if this movie does really well and is like received well, maybe they'll do a part 2 about like the bad stuff, because Gianna told me that it leads right up into where it gets bad and then they cut it off. So I was like, okay, so if this movie does well and is received well, maybe they'll do another one about, you know, kind of his downfall. But if it's not received well, then at least the Jackson estate can leave him off looking good. But the part that she didn't tell me is that it says on the screen, his story continues. And so it's happening.
So
Like
dumb. I don't respect it.
it's
but
supposed to come spring of 2028.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Which is a really long time.
I fear that I'll have to.
I
I don't really know if I'm going to want to or enjoy it.
I'm gonna
Like,
just
I
look at
will have
reviews.
to.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to force myself
I
on
don't
that.
know.
That's in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to think
might
about
be.
that.
I know that you
Boy.
guys had more of a problem with the performances, like acting, than I did. Talk about it.
I know that this one kind of ruffled your feathers. I think this is one of the weakest performances from Coleman Domingo.
Right. So I thought that was more of a script problem than a Coleman Domingo problem.
He's definitely working with what he has, which I think is,
Yeah.
which I will say that's kind of everybody. Like Jafar Jackson, he's not bad at all.
Yeah, I don't think
It
he's
is,
bad.
But like we
Is
said,
he going to
his,
continue acting?
That's the thing. So like for someone who's like never acted
Yeah.
who's like Michael Jackson's nephew, which I think is like that's never been done before.
Did you not?
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's Jermaine's son.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So like I don't think that's ever been done for like a biopic or anything.
I don't think so, yeah.
So
Yeah.
like that's a very brave
And they did a
choice.
great job. Like, he
Yeah,
really
he's
did
good.
resemble Michael.
I thought he
Yeah.
was. He did, like Coleman Domingo, did the best with what he had.
I actually thought that Coleman Domingo's performance was the best of the film.
Interesting.
I mean, what was the mom's name? They just called her Mother. I don't know.
I forget her name.
I forgot. But Mother Jackson.
Mother Jackson.
She
That's just
has-
Janet Jackson.
Right.
She has about 6 lines in the whole movie. And her character is just not... The only 2 characters that really are... I say developed in quotes because I really don't even think that you can say that they are developed is Joe Jackson and Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, maybe the driver...
Oh yeah, the driver.
Because there was a lot of times where the driver either like looked at Michael confidently or like was just looking at Joe Jackson like sadly shaking his head because it was supposed to show that there is someone that
Like a father
knows him
figure,
personally
yeah.
who because he was with him since he was a child.
Mhm.
But again, how many lines does that character have?
I mean, more than
Like-
most. I mean, the A&R guy kind of had lines.
I liked the A&R guy. Also, I
Sorry,
know
I love
that
the fact that this conversation has reached the point where we're like, I like that he had lines.
Yeah.
someone said that this was a note that we had. Whoever the A&R was that found the Jackson 5,
Oh,
the
she
woman who was
so
backstage smoking a
beautiful.
cigarette.
She was
Someone
beautiful.
so on
Forget her
the
name.
on the Big Picture episode, Amanda Dobbins literally was like, I was really glad that like insert name just showed up to look hot and smoke a cigarette. And I was like,
Laura
and say
Harrier.
that again. And say
She's-
that.
I saw her. So I need to see more of her, and then we never saw her again.
She literally just showed up to look hot
That
and
was
then left.
She said, "I'm an A&R from Motown." I said, "Hell yeah, you are." And then we
Also,
literally
by
never
the
saw
way,
her.
I like looked up that character. I don't think that woman
That she was real?
actually existed.
yeah, because women were no.
Yeah.
Well, it was the 60s.
It was the
It was
60s.
the late 60s.
Music industry.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
We need to move on.
Yeah.
It's really
All right.
what it
Can I
is.
leave this off on one positive note?
Sure.
I think that the actor who played the child actor that played young Michael was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. He was
He was
great.
probably the best one.
The,
in
the little,
To be honest.
the little
Yeah.
Hamnet kid is dethroned from the best child actor I've ever seen because this kid who
that's
played
incorrect.
Michael had so much charisma.
No, I've seen better. Kid
I thought he
actors
was
than
great.
that kid. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought he was great. I thought the kid was great. He's been on like so much daytime TV, and I think that I don't know. I think he's great. I think that he was a great performer.
Okay.
I think Bohemian Rhapsody just
Mhm.
has made a huge downfall in the film industry.
Oh no.
Everything leads back to that stupid movie.
I've never seen it.
Well, speaking of the film industry,
Right.
we're gonna transition into The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah.
Woo.
So, Devil Wears Prada 2. Syrena and I saw the first one for the first time this
Last
past
week, yeah.
weekend. Belem had seen the first one before, but she rewatched it with us. Can we do like 3 minutes tops on the first one?
Anne
Sure.
Hathaway is not fat.
Anne Hathaway
Oh
is
my
not
God.
fat.
Here we go.
Have
She
you
is
seen
the
any
most
of the other like
beautiful
late
woman
90s,
alive.
2000s movies though,
Thank
where
you,
there
Ava.
is a female like lead?
Ava's like
they
the
all
fifth
just
person
get
that says
fat
this, by the way,
shamed.
to Syrena. and
Did you
Syrena
read
just
People
doesn't care.
magazine in the 2000s?
I don't understand why the 2000s were always trying to convince us that Anne Hathaway was ugly and fat.
Did you?
They
Yeah.
did it in the Princess
Princess
Diaries.
Diaries.
They
Yeah,
did it in Devil Wears
that was the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But she's
and they-
genuinely like the most beautiful woman
Oh my
to
God.
ever
That's
I
exist.
hear you, I
kind of
just
the
don't care what you're
point,
saying.
Connor.
That's
Have you ever seen a 2000 movie?
it's history.
fine,
I also
it's
want
fine.
to say
It's
another
fine.
thing. I had two problems with this film.
Okay.
It was that,
With the first one?
yes, with
Yeah.
the first one. The second one, there is like kind of an assault scene, and we just kind of go past it.
that's
Yeah.
And they just kind
Yeah.
of make it seem like it's okay. And like she kept saying no, he pushed himself on, and then she wakes up, and then she's like fine and going about it. I'm like, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
But that was
I also
2000s
Kind
film
of-
once again.
It doesn't justify it. I'm saying that I have a problem
No,
with it. I'm not saying
it's the same thing as watching Looney Tunes and see like
I don't-
there's content that
I'm not
just
s-
exists.
Yeah, and I'm critiquing it
Well,
in this
yes.
period of time. I'm not saying that I don't understand why it exists. I'm just saying I did not like it. for that reason.
Okay.
I'd also like to say about the first one, Andy's kind of annoying.
She is annoying.
She gets
yeah.
this job that
Oh, yeah.
a million girls would kill to have.
Pissed off, dude.
She
I
gets
can't get
this
a job.
and all she wants to do is like quit. Or no, she won't stop complaining about it, but then when someone
She
tells her to
won't
quit,
quit, yeah.
but when someone tells her to quit, she won't. So
So
it's like
me
I
at Panera
hate
in high
her.
school.
like
I hate her.
she was not a great character.
And she couldn't interview well. She didn't do anything
She was a
right.
horrible interviewer.
And she was not good at her job. She pissed me off, dude. I could do that job so much better, and I wouldn't have complained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So I don't have the history with The Devil Wears Prada that a lot of people do. I thought that the movie was entertaining,
Yeah.
but, and this may be controversial, I thought the second one was better.
I agree.
I
Absolutely.
haven't seen the second
Wholeheartedly
one,
agree.
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
And you agreed too, Belem, right?
Yeah, I've seen the first one like a good amount of times. I don't know why, but the rewatch with you guys, I feel like kind of opened my eyes a little bit, and I was like, this movie really isn't that
We tend to do
good.
that.
No, but like, yeah.
Just perspective and time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess perspective and time, like, as like a more adult grown woman who's like in the opposite of Andy's role in the sense that we're in an industry where it's so hard to get a job.
Yep.
And like for her, it's kind of the same situation. She's in an industry where it's so hard to get a job,
Yeah.
and she just happens to land on it, and she doesn't even want to be in that industry.
It is so frustrating.
It's
to
just
see.
so frustrating to see.
And they
to
rerun
watch,
that idea in the second
Yeah.
one, where the job
which I
drops from the sky, and she gets a different job at Runway, which, spoilers for The Devil Wears Prada too.
Yeah.
The job is gifted to her essentially by Stanley Tucci's character Nigel, but we don't find that out until the end. But they rerun that idea of like she gets this great job and all she does is complain about it.
Yep.
Now, the complaining is due to how Meryl Streep's character Miranda Priestley like treats her.
Yeah.
So I can meet her halfway. However, she makes double the salary at this job than she did at her old job. She can afford a brand new luxury apartment in Manhattan. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
insane.
I gotta say, it was crazy to see Conor and Syrena like post New York trip, just like gawing at this
Yeah.
movie and being like,
I
"Oh
love
my
New York."
God, New York!"
It looks so pretty.
So this movie was the sequel was also much darker than the original
I love
because in the original, it's the like theme is finding like not necessarily finding love for your job, but like making the best of your situation and like how to like do that. This is literally about how the job market is crumbling and no one can find a job.
Oh, hell yeah.
And how like big businesses acquiring things and selling
Yes.
it just for their personal profit.
Yes.
And AI and things are taking over. It's very of the time.
It is very of the time. So I said to Belem on the drive over here that it is a very Gen Z movie.
Oh, yeah.
Complimentary though.
Yeah.
Like not in a bad way. It's a
Yeah.
very Gen Z movie.
I mean, all the cameos.
We'll talk about the cameos.
Give it a second.
We'll talk about the cameos. But it was much darker in talking about the billionaires running all of the industry and the job market. And I was just a little bit like shocked that that's the direction that they decided to take.
I like that they did.
I do think it worked. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it worked.
Yeah. Journalism matters.
It sure does.
Yup. I think that this movie had just the perfect amount of fan service. It
Yeah,
didn't rely
I
on
agree.
fan service and nostalgia. It had its own plot.
Mm-hmm.
The characters were, of course, recognizable but developed, which makes sense because it's been 20 years. So
Yeah.
I think that the part that didn't work the most about the plot was having Emily Blunt's character, be in orbit of the other three, because since she was working somewhere else, I feel like it is harder to put the four of them into a situation together, considering that she's left Runway. That part seemed just slightly forced, but not too much where it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like kind of explained at the end. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like Emily Blunt's character is like, oh, I feel like you did this because
Yes.
X, Y, and Z or whatever.
And sorry, I like got sidetracked after saying the fan service. She wears a blue cerulean like sweater vest at the end. Caleb Heron, as the second assistant, gets to say the line of "a million girls would kill to have this job,"
Yeah.
which I loved. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
What else had happened there? Oh,
We're running out of sentences.
She says that or Andy tells what was his name was Charlie the Chair, Caleb Heron. His name was Charlie the Chair. She tells Charlie the Chair, whatever you do, don't go upstairs in Miranda's house. And he's like, yeah, who would do that? I thought that was like funny because it referenced the first one.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
Can we run through celebrity cameos?
Yes.
Jean
Okay.
Baptiste.
Wait.
Well, can we attempt?
gagged by that.
Hold on,
That's
can we
crazy.
attempt to go in chronological
Oh,
order
you
just for
can
my own
attempt that.
amusement?
No, you can attempt that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lot.
Simone Ashley,
Oh, slay.
I liked her role. I thought she
Simone
was great,
Ashley,
yeah.
Caleb Heron.
I thought his role was really good too.
So
Then
do you
John Batiste, and
There's no way. There was a few more before that.
I don't think so. I think it is then John Batiste, Carl Anthony Towns,
Amelia from Chicken
Amelia de
Shop
Moldenberg.
That one was so good. It was only like
loved
20
it.
So
seconds
good.
long,
It was
but it was
a
so
split
loved
second.
it.
There's a mention of Hugh Jackman, but he does not actually appear on
This is
screen.
the second movie now that I've seen this done.
Really?
Yes.
What is he doing that he's so busy he can't show
Yeah.
up for like 10 seconds?
True.
He's like, you use my name, but
I
you're not gonna see
also
my face.
I also heard that the scene where they're at the house in the Hamptons,
Yeah.
that Sydney Sweeney was there,
But
but
Oh,
she
yeah.
was not. But she got
Yeah.
cut.
Yep, her part got cut.
Which,
So-
like, good for everybody for that decision.
Yeah, real.
God.
And then the biggest cameo of them all, might I say, Miss
Lady
Stephanie
Gaga.
Germanotta herself,
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
That one gagged me.
That was great.
Yeah.
And she was so good.
No, she was
Oh,
great.
I
She
love
was
I mean,
so
it's Gaga.
good.
Like,
Well,
this
listen,
might be
okay, but that's what they
controversial.
said. And then I said, well, remember Joker in House of Gucci?
I've never seen either.
So,
So, no.
no.
2 thumbs down to both
All
of
I've
those.
Yeah.
seen is her in
Not-
American
you're not
Horror
missing
Story,
out.
actually.
And Joker.
So,
Watched it.
and, well,
Joker
yeah.
too. Yeah.
But also,
But American Horror Story gets 2 thumbs up for me. Joker 2 gets 7
I
thumbs
was
down
also
for me.
not-
So.
I think with that background, it's like when you see her initially, you're like, oh no.
Yeah,
like, this
you are
is
scared
probably
when you
bad.
Oh, no, I
But
was
she
so
actually
stoked.
like low key drops the show in Act 3. You're like, wow, she's like actually
Yep.
really good at this.
Yeah, I
Right,
love her.
And she did 3 songs for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was phenomenal. 3 original Gaga songs, End of an Era Dua Lipa,
Yeah.
Walk of Fame Miley Cyrus.
Great
Yeah.
needle drops, yeah.
And then there's 2 smaller ones, and it's there's a Leve one in the beginning,
And there's a
and then
Maria's.
there's what?
Oh, yeah, the
Maria's.
Maria's.
Yes, Ojos Tristes is in there, and so is Nice
No,
to Each Other, Olivia Dean.
It was No One Noticed.
Oh,
It is
my
no
no.
one noticed.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you're wrong.
And the
I'm
iconic
confused.
Vogue by Madonna.
Oh yes, and Vogue makes a
Duh.
reappearance, of course.
thank God.
I mean, Lucy Liu was in it.
Lucy Liu is in it. True, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Crazy
You
love.
So that's actually literally. That's a great segue then to the plot. Well, to the movie. So you 2 saw Emily Blunt double crossing the Miranda and Andy. You saw her double crossing them.
I saw nothing. I was just
Yeah,
enjoying the
Syrena
film.
Oh,
didn't
never
see
mind.
it.
So it was us.
Yeah. I think we had opposite.
We did. You saw
experiences.
Emily double crossing them, but you didn't see. Her name was Sasha Barnes, Lucy Liu's character, but you didn't see Sasha Barnes like saving the day.
Yeah.
I opposite. I didn't see Emily Blunt double crossing them, but then after she did, I saw Sasha Barnes saving the day.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I thought I think like with the Emily story, like it's like you were saying earlier, you were like, I don't know how she's supposed to be fitting like in
Yeah.
this. I immediately, that's where my brain went, where it's like she probably has some kind of resentment towards Miranda and Runway
Yes.
because she left Runway, like Andy was saying in the movie, after how much she was so devoted to Runway. Like that just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's why the end scene where Emily tells Andy that she wanted to be friends after Andy left Runway the first time,
Yeah.
incredibly unrealistic. That did not happen.
Yeah. That's why Andy's also like, what? Like,
Yeah.
you wanted to be friends?
That never would have happened. That
Yeah.
pissed me off because that was not in her character.
But
I
she
thought it was
give
cute.
her a ton of clothes.
I thought it was a cute moment.
God.
Yeah, I thought it was
That's
cute.
probably why.
I'd be friends with
She
anyone
wanted
if
the
they gave me a
connection,
ton of
exactly.
clothes.
And then I thought,
I mean, I would be
Minor.
friends with Emily Blunt, but like,
really?
I
Oh well,
guess.
I also. This is, in my opinion, Emily Blunt's best character like she's ever played ever.
I
Oh,
know
you did say
nothing
that, yeah.
about her. So I
I think the only other
What
thing I've
has
seen
she
her in is A
been
Quiet
in?
Place.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Whatever
was
the
in that.
origin one is, because that's the
Oh.
right.
I think
Or
I've
is it-
seen her more at the Met Gala than I have seen her in a single movie.
I feel like I've seen her more as a celebrity than what
Yes.
she actually
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's how I
agree.
felt about like Blake Lively. I didn't know she was an actor until it ends with us, and I went right.
right.
Have
I
but yeah,
seen
and
a
then
single
same thing
movie?
with like the
Gossip
ending.
Oh,
I've never seen
Nope.
Gossip Girl.
I've never seen an episode of Gotham.
we return to the cycle of me recognizing celebrities
Well,
through really
please.
random names. I know her from Mary Poppins Returns.
Right.
She's in Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Because everyone watched that film.
Historically.
Yes. Yes, actually.
But I feel
Everyone,
like-
aka my entire family, we sat down.
Okay.
Right. Well, shout out Dennis and Lori.
Yeah.
White people Disney culture, am I right?
That will never happen in my household.
I stick with the original.
I didn't know there was a Returns. Like,
She was in Romeo and Juliet.
oh god. All right. So
That was a
on
good
that
movie.
note,
Moving on.
we're gonna move on. Well, any final thoughts on Devil Wears Prada 2?
It was great. Everyone go see it.
Yes, go see
Yeah,
it for real.
It was a fun watch. Obviously, it does have like its small little complaints,
Yeah.
like lighting.
And the press
whatever.
tour is great too. The press tour has been awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, great watch. Go watch it if you like the first
Woo.
one specifically. Yeah.
Perfect. Now we're going to transition into SNL. So Olivia Rodrigo hosted SNL this week,
I don't know why I'm making that.
and we watched and we
watched.
have notes. Do you want to start?
I mean, if we're doing an overall review, I feel like SNL just has been a dying art
Yes.
since like the early 2010s, and this just very much so is an SNL is a dying art kind of episode.
I don't know
No
if it was
shade-
that bad.
It wasn't good.
I think
It was
I'm
not
ve-
good.
I think I'm very middle of the road on it.
Like,
There was some stuff that genuinely
in-
made me laugh
in co-
that worked.
Like,
I think I
what?
laughed more at Weekend Update than I did the entirety of every form of content
Well,
she was
isn't
in.
that every episode?
Yeah.
You laugh
Yeah,
the most at
but
Weekend
that's like
Update.
SNL is a dying art. The only
Okay,
thing that's still
yeah.
good is Weekend
Weekend
Update.
Which is just news.
It's just making fun of the
It's
news.
just headlines.
Like
I thought
they,
that her monologue was very good though.
No.
it was
I was gonna say in
Okay,
the notes it
so-
says completely opposite. So I don't know what's going
yeah.
on.
Well, that's my note.
Okay.
I thought
It,
the
like-
monologue was good.
See,
I liked it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Serena's so
if you're-
disgusted.
Hey, to each their own.
She sort of was just like yapping. She was like, "I'm here. This is great." And then she did a whole run through of like all of her history.
Yeah.
And she didn't mention Grace Stirs Up Success, which I'm offended about personally.
Or High
'cause-
School Musical, the musical, the series.
But Jake Paul.
Yeah,
did
no,
mention
she
Jake
did mention
Paul.
Jake Paul, and he did what?
Oh, so he responded.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
So he
did?
responded. So I'll say,
Oh, okay.
I don't have exact quotes, but I have pretty close. So I'm going to maybe paraphrase just a little bit. But Olivia Rodrigo said in her monologue that she was on the show with Jake Paul and they used to talk about their dreams and aspirations. And she would say that she wants to write songs about the complexities of being a girl her age and that she achieved it and that he wanted to beat up old men on Netflix. And it was really
I
funny.
have his quote.
No, I actually know his quote. That's the one I know. So he responded and he said, you can read it. You have it in front of you.
We had the vision, laughing, crying emoji. I told you that you would sell stadiums out, and then we both did. Proud of you, for real.
To
And
which
then
someone else, there was another layer
Yeah,
to this.
no.
Okay. So somebody else responded to Jake Paul and was like, he's so dumb he doesn't even realize that she's making fun of him. And then he responded.
he was like,
and was
"It's
like,
SNL.
it's SNL.
You're being
the
made
point
fun
is
of."
to like be made fun of. He's like, yeah, I know that everyone's laughing at my expense, but like that's what you do on SNL, and
Which, like,
that doesn't
breaking
undercut.
news, Jake Paul says something that's logical
Literally.
and makes sense.
I was like, why did he kind of eat
Yeah.
that out?
And he was like, that doesn't undercut her success or like me being proud of her. And that
Yeah.
honestly is the best thing.
And
he could have said.
honestly-
respect.
That's
Coming
the
from
only good thing
Jake
that
Paul.
he said in the past 10 years.
Yeah, since it's every day, bro.
Well,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, moral of the story, the monologue, I wasn't impressed by it. It was
I don't know
a
if I was
little bit
impressed,
funny
but I
when she
enjoyed it.
poked at driver's license and made
Yes,
the
I
real
liked
ID
that.
thing, but I was like,
Syrena was really
just
bothered
bored.
by the pay stub joke. She.
oh,
they-
yeah,
she,
no, she was.
That girl
Olivia
does not have a
Rodrigo
job.
says that she says that in her parody song of driver's license that the lady at the GMV asked her for a pay stub and she says, "What's a pay stub? I'm 23."
Hey,
and
so-
I laughed and I was like, real, because what the hell even is a pay
No,
stub?
at 23, how many jobs? What?
Serena got mad.
Wait, are you
That should've
genuinely
pissed you
saying what the
off.
hell?
No, I
Okay,
know what a
was
pay
like,
stub is, but why would I ever have a pay stub in big 2-6? Why
Dude,
would I
you
ever
can
have
literally
a pay stub?
That's what I'm saying. I'm pissed off by it. It just shows that she's rich. It just pisses
I was
me
going
off.
to say, Connor, you've had 20 jobs in the past
Yeah,
3
no, it
years. That
pisses
should
me
have
off
are you
so
telling me
bad.
they all had direct deposit?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing. What do I need a piece of paper for?
Still, you
I
would
worked
have
at a
like
small
a
business.
waitlist.
Stuff's online.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've never. Why would
See,
I do that though?
I know you do.
But why
the thing
would
is,
I do
know
it?
you do.
What? You know
Hey,
what? That's a
whatever.
conversation for off mic.
I got
but
fired. I got sent a final pay stub.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for off mic. I don't even. Whatever.
Anyways.
Moving
Anyways,
on. So the first skit when she repeatedly threw people down the stairs, mid.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't even know what it was trying to parody. Is the thing.
I don't know either.
it was parodying 80s soap opera.
Like Dynasty?
Yeah.
Because it
well,
didn't
no,
feel like Dynasty.
I don't think that's why. Okay.
That,
I don't
that
know.
was why I said that.
The skit was called Edge of Destiny.
I was going to say, it's right in the name.
But is that the original? What's the
I
substitute?
don't know.
That's the question.
I have no clue. It was probably some soap opera comedy thing. That's what YouTube said in its description.
Okay.
I
thought it was entertaining, but it didn't. It was just mid.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm killing everyone. They're just falling down the stairs.
And then Kenan Thompson kills her at the end.
Yeah.
The bug skit. No.
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 Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
We didn't.
And
none
that's
us
one of my
liked it.
notes. No.
Why
just
are we
no.
having
Nope.
sex with bugs?
Nope.
No, the point was that she wasn't having sex with bugs.
Well, she wanted
No, she
to at
wanted
the
to.
end.
Oh, she
wanted to at the end.
wanted
Yeah,
to
you're
at the
right.
end with the
Yeah.
pop star bug.
Very
Right.
B.
Not
You're-
pop star, the whatever bug.
Yeah, very
he was like a
B-movie.
jog or
Everything
something.
goes back to the B movie.
And it does. It really does. Also, I'm mad that that's the one pre-recorded skit that they actually used production money on, and they did it
Yeah.
for
Bugs.
For honestly the worst skit of the night.
yeah.
CGI
So uncomfortable.
weird, freaky bug stuff.
Yeah.
Freak the bug.
No.
The bugs wanted to freak, and I didn't
know.
like it.
I saw.
I was scared. And I was scared looking at Twitter, and everyone was commenting because it was fans of her that are 13. They're like, she sounds so good.
She
The
didn't
song
also.
was horrible because it's a badly written skit.
Yeah.
Her
They
vocals
just
didn't even
need
sound
more
good on
gay
it.
people
Yeah.
in the freaking writing room.
They have 3 little
Maybe.
gay men.
They've
Yeah.
ran out of ideas.
They've run out of it.
The ideas are gone.
need
At
funny
this
gay
point,
men.
start recreating the old skits and make them
Yeah.
slightly more socially acceptable and make it a callback to when our
Yeah.
parents were watching it when they were teenagers so that everyone can enjoy it. Because whatever they're doing right now, not working half
They
the time.
should bring in a drag queen in the back room. I feel like that would
A
help.
drag queen! Yes, bring Roop.
Do not
Make
bring
Roop the
Bring-
sole writer. of the
And
SNL.
actually, I would watch.
Real.
I would watch every
I
week.
fear that's
would be
just what
tuning
Drag
in
Race
every
is.
Me
week.
too.
The
yeah. And
dinner
then
skit with the jealous ex. I think that was the best one.
I
But it still
laughed a
wasn't
couple of
good.
times, but it was just them throwing food at each other and being "Food."
It was
It
just
feels like
uncomfortable.
stuff that you
I
would
don't know, I
do if
felt
you
like
were
it was kinda
expected to
funny.
improv in high school at a musical
Yeah,
audition.
That's fair. But
Yeah.
I did find it really funny. I don't know. I
It
don't
was a
know if
little
I was,
funny. I appreciate that they once again took the opportunity to slut Ben out
right.
and put him shirtless in tiny cardigans.
And you would like that.
He kissed Harry Styles. He's living the dream. I don't know.
True.
You just want to be him. You're just
Yeah.
jealous.
The baking skit?
Nope.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
No words.
Love.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Everybody wants
Um,
that.
Well,
Sabrina and Olivia cross over a little bit because she did
Yeah.
something like that
Liv
apparently
Brina
that I didn't
crumbs.
see.
Liv Brina crumbs.
Yeah, never in my life did I think I would tweet the sentence, "Why is he fingering the Olivia Rodrigo whole cake?"
Right.
Why was there an Olivia Rodrigo whole cake to begin with?
That is a good question.
And that's what I'm asking.
Dude.
Because never in my life did I think that a podcast header on our notes would be butthole cake
Yeah.
skit.
Dude, Grok is
Yeah.
writing these skits. I
We're
swear to God.
running out of
Grok is
original
writing these
sentences.
notes.
I'm Grok. No, you're Grok.
We're all Grok.
We are.
Okay.
Sorry.
Were there any other skits that you wanted to talk about before we did the performances?
Were there any other skits in general? I don't think so.
I actually don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
there was the
remember.
one with the robbers
Oh, right.
when they
I
all
don't
like were
know.
breaking out into song, and it was like a double cheating scandal.
Yeah.
that was dumb.
I didn't care.
I didn't care.
I don't
think I
remember
made
that one,
pasta
actually.
during
I do think that's true.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Uh,
Good dumplings.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah, it was your dumplings. They did smell good.
And I felt like there was one other one, but
I
the
don't
fact
care.
that none of us can
Whatever,
remember it
yeah.
goes to show that it was
Not
not, very
memorable.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Kind of a bummer week for SNL.
I don't
Is
know
it
about
not a
total
bummer
bummer.
week?
I just think that it was pretty. To me, I was pretty neutral on it.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
know you guys are.
It had the
veering
same
negative,
energy as like
but-
Harry's SNL week. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't really laughing at his episodes either, and like in comparison, the one that he did in 2019 for Fine Line,
That was
I
great.
actually
That was
laughed
so
at. It was good.
Yeah.
Like I feel like just recently I've been like,
Yeah.
ha.
So as for performances,
Anyways.
she did Drop Dead First, which is the only single that we have out from
Released,
yeah. The only single that's released from You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So In Love. Introed by Blondie, and all of us were really confused because we didn't know who that woman was at first.
I had to
What?
Google it,
Yeah.
but I
I didn't recognize her face.
I haven't seen her old. That was my issue.
I go.
But then I
can't believe we're
Never
on
mind,
the
it's
same
Blondie.
music business program. I
Yeah,
cannot believe
truly.
it.
Dude, I didn't
You know what?
Anyways.
Continue. Yeah.
I know Blondie at least. I just didn't know what she looked like in the current
Also, her
day.
name is not Blondie. That's the band.
Well, fuck you. I don't care. Close enough. She is Blondie to me
Okay, continue.
entirely.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know who the other band members are, so
Neither do I.
anyways, the performance of Drop Dead,
Awful.
Mid.
it was unfortunately it was better than Coachella
Yeah.
cuz she did it in a key that she can sing it in.
Mid.
Not even,
I
like, it didn't
wasn't
sound good.
impressed. She
Staging was not moving.
I actually felt like her vocal was kind of far back in the mix.
It just didn't sound good.
no, that I feel like that's just how SNL sounds a lot because it's a live
Okay,
performance.
maybe.
Like that's frequently how it sounds, and that's why
Yeah.
a lot of people struggle doing live performances on SNL, and that's why it's like
Fair.
a whole test. But I don't know. I'm concerned for Miss Girl and her tour. Girl, you gotta start doing that cardio.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, that was the thing. I don't know. The vocals just weren't.
I just
strong.
don't understand. Like, I've seen her on tour twice,
Yeah,
and
and
she
she can
sounded great both times.
Sing.
But, like, when she did All I Want at ACL and when she did Vampire on the VMAs when it came out, not good performances. Like, actively bad performances.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even know. She either is like a really nervous, like, first time-ish performer when it's like
Yeah.
new things where she sort of just like blacks out
Right.
and her vocals get shaky and really,
She's just not the strongest singer in
Not-
pop music.
yeah.
Well, she's not.
I don't
like,
know.
But he
she's
just
not.
It
said
was-
that live she's.
But she can be. That just
Yeah,
overall.
she can, but she's not
Yeah,
consistent.
but
Also,
she's
I
not
don't really
consistent.
very
know, like,
inconsistent.
Yes.
difference between like singing on television and like a stage.
That's
like,
true.
I don't know if there is any difference.
I mean, it's like a lot dependent on the mixing because obviously, like with SNL, they're gonna have their shit
SNL
all the
has
same.
like historically bad mixing.
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's why
true.
it's a
That
test
is
if you
so
can
true.
sound good on SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
don't
then
know.
the new song. She debuted a new song, which we were talking about this. We weren't sure
Let me
like
speak.
what she was
No,
gonna
let me
do.
Let me
But
what?
she debuted a new song.
What?
It's called Begged. Which one of you
What?
wants to go
Syrena
first?
first. Then
Okay.
Ava decided she wanted to run out of the room and not watch the new song, even
This
though we
is
were
true.
watching SNL
Yep,
for
yep,
her,
yep,
and she was
yep.
unreleased song. She just left the room for something
No.
unrelated. Yes, you did. I was there. Pissed
It was
off.
not
I'll
unre-
second that. It's because Connor's story intro.
Shut up! Let me speak. Let me talk.
Don't let the women talk. Okay,
I'm
talk,
being
woman.
silenced in my own room. Connor's
woman.
story introed it, which no one was expecting, and
No
that's
one was
also
expecting.
crazy because he
nobody
hosted
cared
SNL
about
for
other
the
than
first
me.
week.
If you
Olivia cared about it.
Stop trying to flip people off, Ava. You can't do it well.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go home.
Just leave.
Anyways, I got so excited about him showing up because I didn't think he was gonna show up because why the hell would he show up? But one of the writers called him on and was like, hey, do you want to intro this? And he said, sure. And he literally got pulled off the streets of New York and introed it. And then I got excited. And then you guys didn't support my
then
excitement.
missed
So
half
I
the
ran away and
performance.
called
Yes.
Ellie because I said, I can watch this later. And what did I
The
do?
point is watching it
I
live.
watched it
Yeah.
later.
Why are we watching SNL?
It's Saturday Night Live, not Saturday Night Later.
Yes.
Same acronym, bro.
Well,
that?
Yes.
For me, it's
Only
Saturday
one
Night
is
Later.
trademarked.
That's your job to
Put
clip
that in the
that.
notes. Clip that.
Only one of them is trademarked.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the song. Again, I don't
I-
think that she sounded very good.
She sounded better on that one than
Yes,
she did
she
Drop
did.
Dead.
Just
Yes,
because it was
yes,
a ballad
yes.
that she was sitting up for. Like,
Yeah.
that's why. She wasn't
wasn't
moving
running
around.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could hear in that one that like I'm hoping and praying on the album with like good production and vocals that aren't whatever's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound good because she's sad and yearning-y, and it's kind of like if All I Want and Lacey had a child. So I'm
Yeah.
excited and will probably cry. Maybe not. We'll see. Still don't know where this album is going.
Yeah, time will tell.
Still scared. We're here though.
I'll listen
Yeah.
once. I can't guarantee I'm gonna like it that much.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll listen to it more than once probably, but we know that.
Believe it or not,
Oh, we
that's
know.
predictable.
next thing that happened this week
Met
was the Met Gala.
Gala.
I wasn't clocked in.
Yeah, this is
so
another one I'm taking a backseat on.
I'm taking it. Yeah, I am too. I only saw Sabrina's
I-
dress.
and the
She
only-
could wear a trash bag and look good. I love her so
The only
much.
reason this man saw Sabrina's dress was because I texted him while he was at
I was at work. Yeah.
while he was at work, and I said, "Sabrina looks so good," and he said, "Oh my God, what's she
and then
wearing?"
I was like, I don't like the headpiece.
What
though.
was better was her performance outfit. I
Oh,
thought. I loved
yeah.
her performance outfit.
Well, I
and
hadn't
then-
seen that.
Oh,
And
we
then
can
w-
talk about the performance in a bit because that
Okay.
one's a
Yeah.
good thing to talk about.
So
Yeah.
you guys go for it on the red
Yeah.
carpet.
Okay, we have a little bit of a format to follow.
Ava has some superlatives,
Um,
and so does
So does Belem. Belem made the superlatives. So
Okay, I forgot who was typing in what color, so I just.
I'm always pink.
That's true.
I've
okay.
been pink.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Okay. Well, first of all, the theme was fashion is art, which you take
Yeah.
that as you will.
Yeah. Well, it's the
And
Met
a lot of
Gala
people took that as a sign to
The Met
wear
Gala
new dresses.
took that as a sign to wear
jeans.
black
Jeans, as leisure
formal
wear,
dresses.
bodycon dresses.
I don't. I think people's designers were just Leah Michelle this year.
Right.
They said, and
they just threw whatever at the wall and let it.
they were throwing stuff
Yeah.
at the wall and hoping it stuck, and a
Yeah.
lot of it did not stick. Cause, well, also I feel like it's this one because in the past
This is one
it's
of the
been
worst ones. I've got to say, like just
like
get that
for
out of the way.
for execution. Yes, because I feel like this could have been such a fun theme
100%.
if they just made a law where all the stylists had to be gay or something. Because Olivia Wilde,
I think that-
why are you
Or
showing
Stanley
up?
Tucci dresses everyone.
Yes,
Law Roach showed up on Jabu
Or
Wolf's
Stanley
part two.
Tucci just dresses everybody.
like
Right.
because costume art was the other like
was there.
half of the
In a suit.
He was
theme,
there.
And, just
and
sit-
costume art is very broad but very easy to pull up. It's like you just have to be campy and
just wear
referencing
whatever
pieces
you
of
wore last year or
costume.
whatever.
Like it's, I don't. People don't know how to read, and it makes me mad. Anyways, we were
Yeah.
we were unanimous
Superlatives.
on
Superlatives.
one
Okay.
of the best dressed.
Best dressed for me. I mean, there was many. Let's start with
Yeah,
the obvious fact that I did not see all of them, just because it's a lot of people.
I
And
saw
number
a lot.
2, I try to look it up on like Instagram, like Met Gala 2026, and I got a lot of AI photos.
Girl,
of,
you
like,
got to do
Ariana
21 Met
Grande.
Gala on Twitter.
Michael B. Jordan AI. Did you see
Hey,
that?
what?
I saw it.
See, I was logged into Twitter. I had 21 Met Gala post notifs on, and I was just refreshing my feed every time a new outfit popped up.
I listened to Jam Session this week, and Juliette Littman said that there were over 400 official photos of.
Yeah, there were a lot of people.
There was a lot.
There were a lot of people.
I have not investigated that, but I heard that there was just
anyways,
a lot.
Yes, superlatives.
Person that took the crown. We both said Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah, Emma Chamberlain.
She is.
Stop playing with her.
Basically the only person that read and said
that read.
I mean, she low-key did
a theme.
Like very
I'm gonna
on
follow
the spot,
it.
On the nose.
And
like
it worked.
But it worked. Yeah,
it was
really good.
gorgeous. Like
amazing.
It's not something I really have seen on a carpet before, so I really liked it.
And it was so cool. I've never seen someone oil paint on a freaking dress and watercolor paint on a like.
So good.
So
thank
both?
you. Both. It was both.
Oh, okay.
Painted.
It was oil paint on the top. That's why it was shiny and plasticky, because oil paint is
like dry
plasticky. And then the base was done with like watercolor paint and airbrush. Same with the tassels.
But yeah.
And it was done by an actual artist.
I feel like for her to be a YouTuber, I feel like time and time again, she like shows up pretty well at the Met Gala. And my main concern is, how do you let a YouTuber outdress you at the Met Gala? That is kind of insane. And people are always playing in her face, stop playing with her, because she comes to the Met Gala dressed down every single time. She's not here to
She's
play.
Consistently the only one with literacy, I guess.
Yes. Stop playing with her. Anyways.
The anti-Leah Michelle, if you will.
Yes. Evil Leah Michelle is Emma Chamberlain.
Evil Leah Michelle is Emma Chamberlain?
She's opposite.
No, I disagree.
In like a cunty good way.
I refute that claim.
Syrena said veto.
Oh God, I did.
Right.
Okay. Next best dressed, or a few. Janelle Monáe.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah, honorable mentions. Janelle Monáe. I really love like the whole like nature meets like digital AI, whatever.
Oh, was that what
yeah,
she... Okay, because I saw someone repost that, and they said...
I didn't like it.
They made a Hunger Games joke about that, and I didn't know...
I have things to say about
I didn't look too hard at who it was. I just saw that there was, like, a butterfly on the shoulder, and I laughed at the Hunger Games joke.
it was a moving butterfly, yeah.
Okay, but I did see that one.
I don't know how to say her name.
Sabine Getty?
Yeah, she's like a jewelry designer. She like also painted the front of it, like her dress. Like
is that the hand one?
Yeah.
That was so good. I hated her makeup though.
Yeah.
Whoever made her look like a corpse, get out.
Fire them immediately.
Go home.
Oh my God.
I always hate
horrible nude lip.
Met Gala makeup artists and hair artists.
They
always like it's one thing for the fashion designers, but the other the hairstylists and the makeup artists, like you're just pushing it.
Like, why are we just throwing stuff on?
They literally are just throwing stuff on.
Why are we throwing stuff on?
Anyways, I can't say names.
Naomi Osaka.
I thought she was pretty good.
Hers was great.
Hunter Schafer. Yeah, really good.
I didn't like whatever was going on with the white thing on top of Hunter Schafer's dress.
I know she was referencing a painting.
Yeah, but in the painting, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's
I think she was
Hunter
trying to
Schafer in a painting is a surprise mouse tool that will help us later.
It'll really help us.
Yeah. And then I guess for worst dressed, obviously anyone completely off theme per usual. I know Ava said all the Kardashians. For me,
I was like bunching them together.
Okay.
But I wasn't floored by anyone's.
Yeah. For me, Kim K just never hits the nail right
on the head. No.
I think the Jenners looked okay.
They
don't shock me.
They both did the same
anymore,
weird like nude boob corset thing with the nipple out, and then
they're just never gonna get a headline anymore.
Like I kind of understood, but also no.
Yeah.
Can I make a comment about one that I really disliked?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hudson Williams' makeup was awful.
Okay, no, actually, we can talk about this.
No. Can I get my point out? Can I speak?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No,
Calm
I'm
down.
accepting.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
So, first off, I didn't like that both of them had trains on their gowns or their suits or whatever. It was stupid. It didn't look good. It didn't add to it. Anyways, that's just the suits. I didn't like that. The makeup for Hudson was too much for just the eyes. If you're gonna do that much on the eyes, you gotta do something else. If you gotta do a full face, I won't need to see contour, I need to see something. It looked like a girl putting her best friend in drag for the first time when they're drunk.
Yeah, no, okay. I was a hardcore defender of it at first.
I stand by
I will say, and it looked. Since we're hitting Hudson right now, I have a lot of commentary. Unfortunately, sorry, positive and negative, but a lot of it is negative. So, Connor, be happy. I guess.
Go.
He didn't have an actual makeup artist do it. It was his like stylist / groomer who does men's hair.
Oh, you can tell.
Oh, well, that explains
And
everything, actually.
It was a whole controversy on Twitter because I love Ica. She does so good with his hair and stuff,
Fuck
and
Ica.
she's been. Don't say that about a lesbian woman.
I say that about you all the time. I get away with that.
She said I have a pass. Like, they were trying to do a Black Swan reference with the eyes and with the hair, and I could tell with the hair that made sense. But then at the same time, with the outfit, which also, this is my other commentary, with the cape, I wish it had either been like black lace, and I also kind of wish it had been on the shoulder, not on the waistline of the
I can get
pants.
behind.
Because that would have looked better. Because also, apparently, their visual for it was, what the fuck was it? It was matadors and, like, bull riders and chasers.
You don't get that when you see it.
And they had a really good sketch going for it. And then during the final alterations, they changed the waistline of the pants entirely, made it lower. They got rid of, like, blue outlining that was on it that brought the entire thing together. They got rid of half the embellishments. And they had this really cool, like, high neck thing. They got rid of it. So then it just looked like he had a random white button up underneath this fully black and blue suit.
Yeah, I don't know. The train to me just looked like when you leave the bathroom and toilet
The fabric was too heavy. And kind of, yeah. Yeah, so there were issues going on, but he tried more than Connor, so...
I feel like men at the Met Gala, it's always going to be like either you wear a black suit and tie and you disappoint, or you try to be like different and like whatever.
And it either really works or it doesn't work.
Yeah, and
Don't
you
let
like,
men on cop.
Yeah.
Men on a red carpet.
I feel like
they
they needed to like pick or choose which they were going for. Because if you're going for Black Swan and you're embodying that, whatever, make the outfit match it so that we know what's going on. But like, it was a lot.
defend him as much as you can.
Yeah, it was
though.
awful.
I know that's
We
your
all
man.
know it.
It was a lot. I was like, okay. Like, I tried to eat it up. I was more excited when I saw him walk out in just his robe. Because I was like...
I low-key thought that was the outfit.
I thought he was going to do, like, a
Yeah.
little naked moment. And I was like, it's more out there than most guys.
But
I don't know. And then he pulled up in a suit. And I was like, why were we in just our little bathrobe at the Mark if we were putting on a whole... I don't know. I was confused. Anyways,
Worst dressed.
continuing on.
more worst dressed. Nicole Kidman, girl, put the feathers down. We've had enough. Anna Wintour literally shows up in the exact same
Same
outfit
outfit
in a
as last year in a
color.
different color.
Olivia Wilde, what the hell?
Get out.
There's just
She
so
had a
many.
cage on her ass.
Yeah, like what? Have you
She
seen
did.
it?
What was that? Belem showed me right before we started recording. There's just a cage like around her ass.
I think
And
it's
then like
somewhere
tool
in
as
here.
a-
I need to
as
find
a
it.
train, like a full train. Like what? You know what?
Oh,
Whatever.
there we go.
I guess, sure.
She's a literal basket case. Okay, queen, you go.
Ava didn't like Cardi B's dress, which I can agree on.
Yeah.
It was like so
Yeah,
cool.
no, we were inside of iPie when I saw that picture drop, and I genuinely like felt kind of sick looking at it because it's just like,
like
weird
dome.
lumps
You know
wrapped
in the
in
Incredibles
lace.
when they're like shooting those black
It
balls
looked
and
like
they're,
she just had
my
huge
God.
tumors everywhere, and I did not.
Right.
It like irked me in a weird way. Yeah, my other worst dressed people, majority of the Kardashian Jenners, like we said. My main one is somber because A, why was he there? B, why was he wearing that? C, why was he there?
Great question.
He's too tall to be there. If you are over
That's
6'5", you do not belong anywhere except the NBA.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Get out.
Yeah, real.
Get out.
Listeners,
my
lock
God,
in.
I'm crying. Yeah.
Side-by-change.org petition to send Somber to the NBA.
Put me in coach.
Dude, he would last one day.
Oh,
About
no.
the next player who wasn't Devil Wears Prada.
No, we
too.
talked
No, we're
about
talking
that.
about
We
him.
did talk
Carl
about
Anthony
him?
Towns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hit that.
Did you say that on the podcast?
Yes. Oh my God, lock
Right.
in.
I think I have to mention
Oh my
that.
God, you guys need to lock in.
Right.
It's because he said his name. He didn't say the
Oh.
player from this team blank. He said the name.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
you
said
said
his
that
name.
before when
You
we
guys
were
aren't locked in
watching.
enough.
the
I said it
game.
both times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, biggest disappointments for me. It's the classic three: Beyonce, Rihanna, and Charlie XCX. All mother, all iconic in their own whatever.
Beyonce.
You expect so much from all those three women, and they just don't give anymore.
Yeah, Charlie gave absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I really liked the little flowery piece, and it wasn't on the dress originally, so she could have done something with it that like made it fit the theme and made it look good. She didn't though. She just wore a black dress with this really
Charlie's
cool
never
flower
really
art
given
piece.
me much. I'm getting.
I feel like she also just doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't.
It's Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, we know that she did not
She's
want
there to
this
go
life.
skiing and smoke cigarettes.
No, we literally know for a fact that, like, she just did not want this life.
Yeah.
So,
The life chose her.
And she's just, like, doing it in her own way.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beyonce, Rihanna.
Beyonce
come on. And then they took
tried,
their ugly ass
and
men,
she had like a concept going, and I kind of understood it, but also I was like, why are we just a skeleton that's yassified? I don't know.
Phoebe Bridgers
I'm
was there?
confused, but it was Beyonce.
But it was Beyonce.
Thank you, Beyonce. I guess
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
people were like,
Um,
Richard mentioned?
And then Rihanna just showed up. If anyone has seen what fool's gold actually looks like, or pyrite, she just showed up as a lump of fool's gold. That's all she looked like.
We're running out of original sentences.
She
Yeah.
also was like visibly arguing
running
with
out of original
A$AP
sentences.
Rocky
Yes.
the entire night.
Yep.
Wait, what?
She was like visibly arguing with
With
A$AP
A$AP
Rocky the entire
entire
night.
night.
That's a beautiful man.
Perfect.
Not that this is needed commentary.
That's why
but
you can't. That's why you can't marry a guy who thinks he's a better bitch than you.
This
'cause
is true.
This is always
This is
just
true
gonna
because
Oh
be
my
like-
God.
he's on that carpet thinking he's the prettiest
Yeah.
thing.
He is.
Yeah. Oh, there were a couple of ones that were best dressed that I forgot to mention. We said Sabrina earlier,
Yeah.
but calling back to it, the film negative thing.
And you know it was from a film, a 1984 film called Sabrina.
Yes, it was the Audrey Hepburn
Yeah.
film called Sabrina. Yes,
Okay.
I saw
I'm
a
on
few
Twitter,
people
babe.
that were like, I don't understand this. Film is art, fashion is
D-
art. Hello. I don't know why we have to like.
She
read-
killed it. She killed
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, the headpiece did piss me off, like
Yeah.
you said, because it didn't
Yeah, it wasn't
match.
that-
But it
yeah.
in the realm of people that
Very
disappointed,
good.
she served.
Yeah.
in
She did not
comparison.
disappoint.
I really liked Lisa's dress. I don't know if anyone saw it,
Nope.
but she.
I didn't like Rose. Is it Rose or Rose?
I think it's
Rosé.
Rose. Rose.
That is Rosie.
I don't know.
I think it is Rosie actually.
Maybe.
Everybody.
The K-pop one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Rosé.
other
Well,
K-pop
so was
bitch
Lisa.
did not
It's Rosé.
serve.
It's
Rosé.
Lisa
I don't
was
know.
the only K-pop girly there that was like kind of.
She had this really beautiful, like, sheer like embellished with pearls dress situation, and then there were these huge hand sculptures that were
Yeah.
holding up this
Oh.
headpiece, and it was like artsy and statuey,
Unusual
and it was
Met
on
Gala
theme,
stuff.
and it looked gorgeous, and her hair was good, and her makeup was good,
Okay.
and it was actually cohesive.
Good for her.
Thank you. Also, Paloma Elsesser, I think that's how you say it. She's a
Looks like it,
Victoria's
yeah.
Secret angel. I don't know.
Oh.
Hadn't heard of her. But her dress, gorgeous. Loved it. She didn't even try to reference anything, but it just like fit and worked. And they literally just used a bunch of different outsourced pieces of like vintage gowns and stuff from eBay and put them together. Kind of like Chapel did
Interesting,
last year,
okay.
but she did it better.
Right.
Love you, Chapel. But it was just this really pretty dress, and it was all put together, and it was so gorgeous, and it looked like a watercolor painting, and it reminded me of Monet's Lilies. And yes, thank you. It was great.
All right.
Anyways,
Any other final Met Gala
yes,
thoughts?
my biggest disappointment.
Oh, okay,
Zendaya
sorry.
wasn't there.
Right.
For good
That's my
reason.
biggest disappointment.
For good reason.
She's booked. She's filming.
I know.
She's
No.
busy.
No, I know.
Shoot up the place.
A lot of people were also.
Oh.
Right.
Anyways,
Great reference. Anyways, a lot of people did boycott the Met Gala this year because the main sponsor was Jeff Bezos.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
Um,
yeah.
Which
Um,
like, I mean,
That's something.
which I feel
That's a
like it's
choice.
just tit for tat. I mean, Beyonce's a billionaire too, you know?
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
And, like,
it's
a lot
the
of-
Met Gala.
yeah.
The entire thing is kind of corrupt, and it just
Actually, no.
depends on.
Misconception, but whatever. I'll let you have it.
I'm gonna say one thing that's probably gonna get cut, but I was
Go.
pissed about it. Gracie Abrams wore something. Okay, I don't care. Variety, I think, posted on TikTok about it, and they used an unreleased Ethel Cain behind Gracie Abrams,
Oh.
and I was pissed. All the comments were like, "Name 10 unreleased Ethel songs," and I was one of those people. I was pissed off. There's
That's actually a good one.
That's gonna be really funny.
I was so pissed off. Dude, she does not deserve that. She doesn't.
I'm dead.
Anyways, that's my take.
Oh, performances.
Oh yeah.
Sabrina
Landslide.
Carpenter and Stevie Nicks brought Beyonce to tears, and
Yeah.
I think that's everything.
Well,
like, that
they
explains the
sang
whole thing.
Yeah.
They sang
I love that
Landslide.
Stevie just keeps collecting like young pop
I like that
stars.
Sabrina keeps collecting old pop stars.
And that too.
Yeah, that's a good
It was
point.
great.
Yeah.
I loved. 10 out of 10.
All
I
right.
just forgot how to speak.
Can we go to Euphoria Corner?
Yes.
Okay. Season 3, episode 4 of Euphoria.
I was roped into watching this episode with
Yup.
absolutely no context except for what I've seen on social media over the past however many years Euphoria has existed and this podcast. So it was a
So-
ride.
Yeah.
I called that Rue was going to be wearing a wire.
Yeah.
I called
He
that.
did. He
I
did
knew it.
indeed.
Little snitch. Little rat.
Yep. Well, now, what is the difference between a snitch and a rat? Because, you know,
No, I know.
Rue
Trust I
Rue
know.
and Magic with a K, played by Rosalia, it like they
That's why she looks so familiar.
Because
Oh
it's
my
Rosalia.
God.
You didn't know that was
No.
I watched one episode.
So familiar, but I was like, damn.
well because
That's
they
why.
keep yelling back at each other. Like Zendaya is Rue is calling Magic a rat, and Magic is calling Rue a
Her a
snitch.
Oh, a hood
so
rat, yeah.
what is the difference between a snitch and a rat? And is a snitch a snake, or is a rat a snake? And is a snitch a rat?
Because it's first of
Are
all,
you-
it's a
Are
different
you
context.
Dr. Seuss? Like, shut up.
First of all, it's a different
Shut
context
up.
because Rue says hood rat, and then
Okay,
she calls
true.
her a snitch, which is
Yeah.
different. Two completely different things.
But then Alamo does call Rue a rat.
He does. Yes, he does.
Which is the same as a snitch. Like, oh, you ratted
yeah.
me out.
So then, where's
It's
a snake on the
context.
scale? No, I
It-
know.
it's all
I
in the
know.
context,
I
Dora.
know.
Snake is like betrayal,
You exist
right?
in the
Snitch
context.
can be
So
snitch, but yeah, it's typically
Yeah.
betrayal. But you
It's
know,
just different.
So I
Yeah.
think that the biggest part about this episode to me was the Jules plot.
Jewel.
Wait,
The Penis painting?
Okay, not
You liked that?
specifically that. No, I hated it. But
I feel
listen,
like she
no,
wasn't
that was just
in
the
that
biggest.
episode that much.
Just
Well,
for
I
that
felt like it
part.
was the biggest like
I feel like this
Like,
was a Rue episode.
plot. point of the
Yeah, this was a
episode.
Rue episode.
Well, the whole
right?
season is a Rue episode, but
Well,
Well, it's been pretty Cassie centric, to be
Yeah.
honest.
and this
okay.
one was also way more Cassie than it was Jules.
I just think that
We got like
We got some plots.
10
about
minutes
Yeah.
total, I think, of Jules. And
okay.
it was,
Well, I think that like
I feel like I saw most
we
discourse
as an
about
audience
that.
like want to root for Jules. I feel
Yeah.
like for the most part,
For the Jewel.
but she was very wrong in this setting. I don't think that painting was like good for a network television show.
No.
And the fact that she like didn't
did she
really
know it
want
was
to
a network television
Yes.
show?
Yeah,
She
because
did?
her
Okay.
and Lexi
Didn't pick up.
have
Well, yeah.
it's a thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that Jules was very wrong and Lexi was incredibly justified, and
Yeah.
Jules gets mad at the end. Now, the part that kind of pissed me off was that Jules being transgender was never a like plot point. The show never turned that into a plot point, which I thought was smart because it doesn't need to be. Just because there is a
Yeah, and you
transgender
can just
character
let the
doesn't mean
trans
that they
person exist.
yeah, you just let them exist because it's a
Okay,
person.
yeah.
So and this they villainized her transgender identity, which I thought was dumb. For a show that does what it does, I just think that was a dumb idea for them to do that.
like out of nowhere. out of
Yeah.
the blue.
I don't know if they were villainizing
I guess
her,
like
though.
I don't think
I
it's
think they
villainized.
were
'Cause
because
I feel like-
the
I think it
network
was
exec
more-
was super pissed off, and Lexi was like,
Yeah.
makes the comment, and
Yes.
so I just think I don't know. It
don't
wasn't a
know.
good look for
The way that
the
I
show.
interpreted it for some reason, as someone that has only seen that episode, was like, she was like, this is my opportunity to make
like Lexi look good. Like that was more of a
no,
Lexi thing.
no
I was
representation.
it was
representation, like make a claim and like use my art
Okay, I could see that point
an
of
actual
view.
cause.
I could see that
I feel
point
like
of view. However, I still
Lexi
think
went
she
to her and was
wrong.
like, this is for a huge TV network. You'll get so much money. And she was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this is my chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she tried to use her unique art style. I don't know what her art style is usually. I don't know if it usually includes
Well, it
trans
doesn't
people
exist
naked.
because she
We haven't
stopped
seen it.
being an artist.
Okay.
To get wrapped in
Because that's how I
Yeah.
interpreted it, and then I interpreted it as like a really messy situation for everyone involved. Because I feel like the network wasn't outwardly transphobic necessarily.
No,
They were just like,
No, I
we
don't
don't
think so.
want naked people on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like a weird choice for
I-
the show, honestly. The
Yeah.
whole concept of
Like
that I
you
thought was a
didn't have
weird
to
choice.
out her for this plot line.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
that
I
wasn't
thought that it
I
was
don't
just
know.
weird,
It was-
and
yeah.
it didn't. What I'm seeing online is that it like wasn't going over well with a lot of people anyway, and I just
Yeah,
thought that,
that
it was
makes
a whole.
sense.
It was a weird concept.
It was
Also, like I
Interesting.
just don't think. I think a lot of people are opening their eyes of like Jules is really not that great of a character.
Yes.
she's like
Yeah.
pretty. She's like pretty, like Cassie adjacent. She's very
Well,
male-centered.
let's talk about Cassie.
Yeah, things like that.
So Cassie.
Instagram pimp.
Cassie leaves.
I can't wait till they kill her.
Cassie just like takes a vacation from Nate
Yeah.
and
Real, honestly.
goes to this like influencer.
2 days after she got
Or
married.
Yeah.
Is he an actor or an
They're both
influencer?
He's an
Influencer.
influencer.
He's an
That's an LA
influencer.
influencer party.
Okay, so goes to this influencer's party with Maddie, who is trying to, like,
Pimp
what?
her
Pimp
out.
her out. Yeah, like,
Because Cassie's trying to be like an Instagram model to make money.
yes.
To
I
pay
just
them
think
off?
that her whole
I don't know,
storyline
or
is dumb.
Just to
I don't
live.
like anything
I
about her
don't know.
storyline.
I don't like anyone in this show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
This
hey,
episode
say
made
that
me
again.
realize that
This
no
is why I
one,
don't watch the show. I'm
no
not
one-
gonna sit through
Genuinely.
an hour of misery.
everyone
being
is an
miserable.
embarrassment to society in this
Yeah.
show, except
Yep.
for maybe Rue and from what I saw in this
Well-
episode, Jules and Lexi. But that was just from this
It's just
episode, and that
Lexi.
was from me not knowing anything,
It's just
and that was
Lexi.
also hard
I like
baby.
Maddie.
Oh, I
Me
love
too.
Maddie.
I love Maddie.
I actually do love
I
Maddie.
actually
don't-
do aspire to be Maddie.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
doesn't?
I don't
Even
like
Pippin
Maddie.
Party. Serena was talking about that on our walk home
What was I
last
talking?
night.
Oh, yeah.
You were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
being
I don't like
Pimp
Maddie. She
always
reminds me of
was
every
like-
Maddie I've ever met, and every Maddie I've ever met is not a good Maddie.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Serena, is there anything else you want to say about the episode before I go
What
to
Maddie
the...
do you know that you're insulted
Okay,
about?
okay, not important.
Yeah.
Is there anything that anything you want to say about the episode before I go to the last bit?
I feel like we got some plot movement, especially through Rue.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
I appreciated. I liked, we didn't touch on it at the end of the episode, the robbery.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you want to say anything before that.
No,
before
that is
okay.
the part of the episode that really struck me. And I was like, this
Great.
feels interesting.
Let's
Yeah, I
talk about
actually
it.
set
I'm
my
logged
phone
in.
down.
Great. So, two men in Obama
Obama
masks.
I
masks.
thought it was 3. It was only 2?
I
was
think it was
two.
two and the driver.
And then
Oh.
Yeah.
the
They-
whoever
the driver. Yeah. So
that was the driver.
they get Alamo's club gets robbed by two men in Obama masks.
Once again, original sentence.
Yeah. And they shoot. Is his name Benji? His name was.
Couldn't tell you. I'm not. Good
I
with
forget
names.
exactly what his name was.
I just clocked into this, so
the
I don't know
character.
who's who.
Like, so, the one who works
The-
for Alamo and is.
Yeah, right hand man.
Yeah. He gets shot, but they make off. The two robbers make off with the money, and they have a getaway driver. And so later on, the getaway driver is revealed to be Faye, who works for Lori, who has been a character since season 2. I should have seen this coming, and I didn't.
Yeah.
It low-key was staring us in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing that I literally just put together now is why they didn't shoot the girls when they were threatening is because they knew Rue personally.
Yep.
Yeah. Because that was the one plot point where I'm like, why aren't they like I could shoot them. They're disposable. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I also like that it's revealed that it's Faye, and the guy, Lori's guys, because Faye has the most recognizable lips in the greater Los Angeles area,
Awful.
and like half of her face is covered, and Magic zooms in
Oh,
on the
God.
magic.
Yeah, I'd recognize that from a 5-pixel security camera.
Yeah, Magic zooms in on the horrible quality CCTV footage and is like, the getaway driver has humongous lips.
And Rue goes-
Rue locks in and she goes, I know who it is.
I will say, I hope to see the downfall of these characters because they are Nazis.
I want to see all of them fall.
Yeah, no, everybody falls. Actually,
And they will, because you
Nuclear
already
war is
know
how we
that.
end
Moral
Yeah.
of the story, once
Sam
again,
Levinson should get locked up.
yeah.
also, as I've always said, and I said it while watching this one episode of Euphoria, which I'll probably never do in my life, suicide is always an option. If your life gets to this point,
Just kill yourself.
why are you still going? If I am in
It is really horrifying
millions
to watch Rue.
of
Like, it
dollars
really
of
is.
debt, or if I'm
Nate Jacobs.
about to get shot because I'm in a whole drug trafficking big
Yeah.
conspiracy and my only way out of federal prison is to be someone with a wire ratting
Yes.
out the whole
That's
thing,
Nate.
or if I'm
Oh my.
a stripper getting just there's better options.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like work at Taco Bell.
Well,
There you go. You
I
can do
was
that
gonna
too.
say
Option
like
two.
maybe flee the country or something.
No, that's too much work.
Well, I
Taco
think
Bell.
Rue tried that, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
She tried Mexico though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's she
Get
gonna
more
go?
creative. Go to the freaking
Canada.
Carpathian Mountains or something.
She doesn't have money.
Taco Bell.
Work at Taco Bell.
You want
She's
Taco
already
Bell
sold
day.
drugs, sell enough drugs, and then fly to the freaking mountains and hide in a village. Like,
Yeah.
Taco Bell should
or kill
sponsor me.
yourself.
That's
Right.
yours.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
I think that wraps the episode.
Yeah.
Moral of the
We will be
story, I'm
back-
scared.
We'll be back next week for the last
We will?
regular
Okay.
episode of the semester. Thank you to Syrena for joining us again. Thank you to Belem for joining us for the first time.
Yeah. We'll see you guys never, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yes. Me and Syrena are graduating.
We're gonna graduate
Yay.
in
Next
a
Saturday.
week. Yeah.
Yes, but you will
They're
still
so
have a
unk.
home at this podcast and input for
Thank
this
you.
podcast.
Thank you. I'll be calling in.
Yeah, please.
Do it. Do it.
All right.
Okay.
We will see you next week. Bye.